Hi, everybody. Tara Lehman here from Twin Life Coaching and Business Service to talk about our division, Amplifying Leadership. We bring the fundamentals of leadership back out to ensure proper leadership development within your organization. So, who are we? I'm Tara Lehman. I am a partner, coach, and consultant, as well as the leadership workshop facilitator for Amplifying Leadership and Twin Life Coaching and Business Services. My partner is Barb Schutz, and yes, she is also my twin sister. She is a partner coach and a nutrition coach as well. So that's a little bit about us. And yes, like I said, we are twins. So, why leadership development in the first place anyway? Why are we talking about it today? Well, according to Indeed.ca, the top 5 examples of bad leadership include an imbalance of independence and direction. People and employees want to feel that they can make some decisions and some autonomy in teams. They need direction and goals as well from leadership so they understand the strategy. Another one is a lack of transparency. Making sure that people know what's going on in your organization allows for less stress, as well as if something major has to happen, like a layoff or wages get frozen or something that may be seen as negative, having transparency about that makes it so much easier for your employees to accept. Management being unavailable. When I talk to my coaching clients, this one comes up all the time. How do I approach management? They're never there. They're always closed door. And this is a big problem if you're a leader. You need to be available. You need to be transparent and you need to provide direction. Inconsistency undermining authority. If you're inconsistent with something like, say, pay raises or when meetings are supposed to happen monthly and they never happen on time or the right day, et cetera, this can actually bring that trust down for the authority and for the leaders by the employees. Ignoring employees' opinions and suggestions, a huge problem, and is something that does not help any organization. In fact, if you actually listen to their opinions, suggestions, and ideas, you create creativity, you can become more competitive, you can get into markets you may not have thought of before. So, what are the few challenges besides those 5? Well, you're going to potentially have a high turnover rate or lack of engaged employees and even leaders. If there is no clear direction, for example, then people don't understand what's going on. Maybe they don't understand why they're there. So it's really important to make sure that there is consistency in communication as well. So you can bring that expensive turnover down. Have an engaged team where people are feeling safe to share their ideas or concerns, that they're mentally and physically feeling good. Misunderstanding and lack of communication is a big challenge. Because, for example, if a major change is coming with culture or, there is a big layoff or something happening, as leaders, we probably know it's happening first. We've gone through everything from the unaccepting that this is even possible to understanding the facts to finally accepting that this is happening. However, if we don't communicate that properly to our teams, there can be misunderstanding or even fear and worry that come out of it because of the lack of proper communication. We also talk about what about communication with your own manager if your door is always closed. Another big challenge is people not understanding their goals or having very clear expectations. Whatever the company's strategy is, should be brought down to every level of the organization so goals and expectations can be made clear. One of our solutions, I've developed a workshop series to help leaders with several different topics. The workshop includes communicating effectively, and also how to take that to your employees so they communicate effectively with you as well. We all communicate differently. We're all diverse backgrounds, and we need to make sure communication is done effectively so that we can have great feedback both ways, by the way, and also then allow our employees to know that they can feel safe talking to us, that they can be heard, and that they can be included. We talk about connecting with the right people to build your business and team. And that may include competitors, by the way, which we do touch on in that workshop. As a coach myself, I know the importance of coaching. And when I was a leader in the corporate world, I also taught leadership skills and included coaching employees. So we are going to talk about that because it is so important to coach your employees. They know they're being heard, they know they can grow and help build their skills. We're going to talk professional development, and not just for you, but for your team as well. If you are developing or would like to develop a team member to succession plan somewhere else, they may need help in order to have those skills. You may need to provide some training or professional development. You also need to do it as well. Professional development doesn't end. It's a continuous cycle. You need to continually develop and remind yourselves of the things that you already know. Team building for teams that are engaged, they are coming to work and they want to work and they feel empowered to do things. This is so key to an organization. If teams do not go well together, they don't feel engaged, they're not sharing with each other about safety, for example, you can actually have very disengaged employees. So we're going to talk team building. Change management, as I had mentioned earlier, if something is changing in the organization, we need to remember that people have emotions around these things and that we need to prepare people for any major changes. Being open door and open book is something we also talk about with change management. We want to successfully set goals, and that should be based on business strategy and working the way down so that every single employee has a goal or a key performance indicator that has something to do with the business strategy, some sort of link. And we talk about effective goal setting in our workshop. Now, we do need to talk self-care. A lot of leaders don't necessarily feel they need to do self-care, but it is something you absolutely need to pay attention to for you and for your team. Effective organizations pay attention to things like mindfulness, burnout, stress, and bring some tools into the team. We're going to talk about how you, as a leader, can also go on vacation without having to plug in every day. And we also want to lead by example, as well as practice effective time management. Think about going to a meeting and everybody showing up on time. Also, those organizational skills, whether it be on the floor and you're practicing some lean tools such as 5S or digital organization, so you can find those key files fast. We're going to talk about that and how you can lead by example. What are our other leadership development options? Well, we of course have the workshop series that I just spoke about, but we can tailor any one of the topics in the workshop series if that is needed for your organization. We can help create the implementation plans and work on your leadership challenges specifically for your company. I also offer one-on-one leadership coaching for you or any other leader, or perhaps a leader to be as well. We have consulting leadership services, which can include a mix of consulting and coaching for your leaders. It can also be that you need help implementing changes when it comes to leadership development, or you have multiple leaders who need some help. We can certainly work through that with our consulting. You do all of these things, or even just our workshop series, what are your benefits? Your employees and your leadership team will feel more engaged. They will feel like they can communicate well with each other. Teams will slowly grow into self-fulfilling teams. And your leaders will actually be able to be leaders instead of specialists. You will lower recruiting costs. recruiting costs can be astronomical. I mean, we're talking $50,000 or more because recruiting costs isn't just the cost of, say, hiring a recruiting agency. It also includes your time, your HR's time. And maybe you do use that recruiting agency. What about the training that you have to do every single time somebody comes in? You will have better productivity if you can retain those key employees that we talked about, where you're lowering those recruiting costs because they're there. Better productivity usually comes with happier workers and workers who are not pre-absent, giving you maybe 50% instead of 100, or who don't feel safe, included, or heard. When you have that in place, you will get better productivity. That leads to innovation and creativity coming from every level of the organization. And when you have innovation and creativity, you can build those profits because you could potentially get into other markets, or maybe ideas come up to save money. All of that making those profits go up. You will also have great competitive advantages. Couple other things that we do have is our leadership chat that is monthly. We also have a podcast on Spotify called Amplifying Leadership, if you're searching it, and all of our leadership blog posts. You can see the links to all of those on amplifyingleadership.ca. So if you would like to talk more or have a free discovery consult about how I can help your organization build your leaders so that you can retain employees, that you get generation of great ideas, that you build profits, contact me. It's Tara at twinlifecoaching.ca. My phone number, which you can also text, 519-731-6467. Our website for the leadership is amplifyingleadership.ca, which is a division of Twin Life Coaching and Business Services, which has all of our services for coaching and consulting at twinlifecoaching.ca. All right, that is everything for today. So in the meantime, continue developing your leadership skills and continue to develop those employees, be more engaged, feel safe and included. Have a great day.